Yeah, well, comics are great because like those old ancient myths and legends, they are for like entertainment purposes. And so that's sort of my approach to Beowulf and all these other epics that I'm doing is kind of taking them back to their roots of like the stories that were told around the campfires kind of thing. So book 3, Kid Beowulf and the Rise of Alcide. This is the third in the series. This one is interesting. I would describe it as a little bit more romantic than the other three. Alcide itself is sort of a romantic epic. It's about Rodrigo and who is in love with his girl Ximena. And in the original epic poem, or in the original story of Alcide, Rodrigo inadvertently kills his girlfriend's dad through through some very unfortunate means on a battlefield. And so it's a story about honor and it's about love. And Ximena is sort of torn between the love for Rodrigo, but then also for her family's honor and love that she had for her father. And sort of like, where does she come down? How far is she willing to go to hold up that familial honor? And also, where does she come down in terms of how does she exact revenge? Does she take revenge upon Rodrigo? Rodrigo is in an interesting situation because he's sort of torn between the duty to his kingdom and then also the duty to himself as a knight and what those ideals are. And so the book was fun to do because it was really, figuring out those story points and trying to make those really resonate with the reader. And then in the component for Beowulf and Grendel, their whole thrust of the story is that they have an opportunity to get back home, back to their native Sweden, and it's all about, well, what are the choices they'll make to do that? How far are they willing to go? Will they lie? Will they cheat? Will they steal? They don't have the parental figures that they had in the first book or the knights that they were following in the second book to lean on to make those decisions. So it's really much up to them in their own sort of moral code. So the third book is sort of steeped in like the choices a hero has to make, the challenges they face, and sort of being moral and upholding those ideals, and whether they'll stick to it. The next book they go, book 4, they'll be going to Italy, and so they'll meet another set of twins, Romulus and Remus. And so that's going to be the legend of the founding of Rome, and I'm really looking forward to that because it's Beowulf and Grendel as their twin brothers. They meet another set of twin brothers, Romulus and Remus. And for those who don't know that story, it's the founding of Rome was done through the sacrifice of Remus. So there's that contention between brother versus brother, which plays into the whole story arc of Beowulf and Grendel, because they'll eventually face off. So it kind of,
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, yeah. They will fight at the end. And so that one I'm interested in sort of teasing out what that storyline's going to be and how those that prophecy kind of plays out for Beowulf and Grendel and for Romulus and Remus. Anybody who's going to do a Kickstarter, which has been a great place for lots of independent artists to go, like myself, you will be daunted by the amount of work it actually takes to run a month-long campaign. It's basically a third job. So you have to really, it's almost a political campaign. For one whole month, you have to be diligent and belligerent and ruthless and just, it's a great marriage of art and commerce in the sense that you really kind of putting your work out there and in truth putting a value to it and hoping people see the same value that you give your own